Aquarius. This is your 2019 year in advance reading. Okay, so it's a general reading. It's for all Aquariuses everywhere. And if you are an Aquarius Sun, this is for you. But if you're an Aquarius Moon, Rising or Ascendant, and Rising and Ascendant means the same thing. It's just a different school of thought for a different word, okay? If you're one of those signs, you're going to want to watch this. If somebody important to you is an Aquarius, you'll want to watch it. All right, so I've shuffled the deck already because it's really hard to shuffle the deck with one hand. I do that before we start recording, but I like to cut the deck in front of you, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start to cut the deck. And we will cut right there today. Okay. So we've cut the deck. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull 12 cards from the top. I'm going to do it in trimesters, so there'll be 4 cards on the top, 4 in the middle, and 4 on the bottom, okay? So just from the top, January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December, okay? So Aquarius, this is your 2019 year in advance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull each card and we're going to come and bring it over here. So that way we can zoom in and see the pictures better, okay? Because you might really like to see the pictures. All right, so January 2019 for Aquarius. Effortless. The new year seems to be super easy for you, hasn't it? You're letting go of 2018 pretty easily, pretty quickly. All of the emotions and all of the stress that 2018 brought for you, you're really easily letting it just flow down these mountains, right? Just let it waterfall. And you're probably even kind of going, you know what? I really like watching this. Just go away. Now, a lot of what happened in 2018 has happened to change you. A lot of people are really frustrated because 2018 was a really tough year. But the way I'm seeing you guys seeing it is you're done with it. It's gone. It's cool. Let's move on, right? So let's go ahead and move on. Okay. February 2018. Grounding. Okay. So how are you taking care of yourself, Aquarius? Especially for your birthday month. How are you taking care of yourself? I'm waiting. Go ahead and talk to the computer. To your screen, whatever. I'm waiting. That's what I thought. You're not taking care of yourself, are you? Okay, so right now, start scheduling up. Start planning ways to take care of yourself in February of 2019. Do you need to go get a pedicure? Do you need to go get a manicure? Do you need to get your hair done? Do you need a spa day? Do you need a back rub? Should you buy one of those things that you put on the couch and you can sit on it and it like rubs your back because you need a back rub all the time? What do you need to take care of yourself? That was kind of one way oriented. Do you need to sit down and binge on your favorite show? Do you need to go out and have your favorite ice cream by yourself, all alone, nice and quiet, or with the girls? What is it that you need? Begin to make this happen right now, because if not, you're not going to do it and it's going to frustrate you. Now, I've had this card be drawn for some other signs, and if you are watching those other signs because you're one of those moons and risings, then you might know that I will be having a grounding lesson, a really quick mini grounding lesson up in the next couple of weeks. So you're probably gonna want to subscribe to the channel so that way you know when that comes up, okay? March. Almost forgot what month we were on. Okay, so we have a bunch of fog here, a bunch of veiled fog, and that is the key word, veiled. And what is this meaning, actually? Your emotions and your thoughts are trying to keep things hidden from you. What are the things that are being hidden? Well, I can't tell you exactly for sure because this reading is for everybody. But you have some struggles that you need to face. You have some uphill challenges that you need to face. And you don't want to do it. You don't have the energy. You don't have the mind energy. It's just, right? Now, those thoughts, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't have the energy. Those are thoughts. You can change those thoughts. Those are emotions. You can change those emotions. Aquarius, you're capable of doing great things if you want to. I want you to consider for a moment, though. Remember how I said in February you needed to take care of yourself, right? And then in March, you've got some struggles that you just don't want to do. You just can't see them, or you can see them and you just want to ignore them because you might not have the energy. Why were you not taking care of yourself in February? When you take care of yourself, when you ground, it's recharging yourself. It's giving you new energy. It's giving you a new oomph on life. So that way you can face the challenges. So if you don't ground in February, if you don't take care of yourself in February, March is going to be pretty difficult. If, however, you do take care of yourself in February, March is going to look difficult, but you're going to have the ways to get around it. You're going to have the ways to understand it. That sun shining there is going to lift that fog. Might take a few days, might take a few hours, it might take a few minutes, but it is going to lift that fog. And as soon as it's lifted, you can see all of what's being hidden right now, right? Okay. If you have the energy to say, I understand I've got this crap to do, and start working on it, and keep your mind set and your emotional thought process all good and healthy, you'll be able to get through it with no problem. If not, it's going to be a very tiresome month. April. Instinct. All right. We've got the wolf here. And the wolf is... What's he doing? Take a look at that mountain and take a look at that wolf. That mountain is behind him, right? Or her. Meaning it's already done and taken care of. So in March, we could say that this is the other side of this mountain, right? You've gotten over it. You've come back down. It's done. You've taken care of that uphill struggle. Okay? Now take a look, though, because we still have some fog on this mountain, right? But we can see much more now. Your instinct has helped get you through. Your gut instinct, your feminine intuition, whatever you want to call it, has helped you get through all of that fog, helped you get over the mountain, and now you can be in a place where you're chill. And the reason I'm saying chill is because of all of the snow and frozen, coldy ice chill stuff, okay? So, in April, it will be a month of just kick back, relax, chill. You've done what you had to do. Thank you, instincts. Thank you, feminine intuition. Thank you, gut feeling. Thank you, all of those sorts of things. We're through. Okay. May. Power. All right, Aquarius. Have you been ignoring your power? Have you been ignoring your power, your own personal power, the power of your words, the power of your emotions, the power of your thought, the power of your instinct? Have you been ignoring this? Do you not remember what you're capable of? Do you not know what you're capable of? The pure, simple, easy fact that you got through that in March and in April, that shows you just how strong you are. All right? Now, I want to call your attention to the fact that there's a lot of water here. There's air and water. These are what are having the storm, right? Air is associated to your thoughts. Water is associated to your emotions. In May, you are going to be pretty emotional and your thoughts are going to be going crazy. Okay? Grounding will help with that. Like how you had in February, grounding will help with that. But be very careful that you don't explode at somebody. You don't direct your storm at somebody. You don't use your own perception of your emotions and your thoughts. You need to use some instinct, okay? So that way you're not being mean to people who don't deserve to be mean at. All right? Okay, you are strong. You are powerful. Make sure only those who deserve to have that storm hit them are being hit. June. Had to think of what month we were on. Diligence. Okay, so we have some more clouds and we have some more water. This time it's all calm. It's relaxing, reflective, soft. The clouds are just fluffy clouds, just floating along. Okay, so with diligence, you can control your emotions. You can control your thoughts. You can make sure that all of the uphill struggles that you have, everybody who bothers you, everybody who upsets you, everybody who gets you emotional and makes you overthink will just be chill, right? Just relaxed. But it's going to take diligence to do it. So there's going to be people who are going to be pushing your buttons. That's just the way life is. You choose how you react. And you have to be vigilant about those choices, about those reactions, okay? All right. July. Stillness and more water. Okay, so it's, from what I'm noticing, 2019 is going to be very emotional based. But we have all of the experience from 2018 that says, do I want to choose to react this way or do I want to choose to react in a different way? Pretty much what I'm seeing is we're going to be reacting much differently in 2019 to all of these emotions. We're going to be more chill. We're going to be more reflective. We're going to be more turning into ourselves, okay? So this card is telling you that in July, it's time for you to sit back. Again, Aquarius, you're go, 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 go when it's something you want to do. So you need to sit back and relax. You need to sit back and just pay attention. You need to sit back and be calm. You need to sit back and enjoy the scenery. Enjoy everything that's around you because you guys like to control a lot of stuff. Okay? Or you go the complete opposite and you don't control anything and then you feel like you don't have any control. And that power storm ends up exploding. All right, so take a look at this. The water looks like glass. It's so still, it looks like glass. Which means your emotions are so calm. They're not really doing much of anything. But be aware, because it looks like glass, it's reflective. Okay? So if somebody is really upset around you, you have the possibility of reacting in an upset way also. If somebody is really angry around you, you have the possibility of acting in anger also, because your emotions are going to be reflecting this. It's up to you to choose to keep them still. It's up to you to choose to stay relaxed, okay? All right, Aquarius. We have August. And shape-shifting. Okay, so again, water and clouds, thoughts and emotions, emotions and thoughts. Seems like this is pretty much all you're getting, isn't it? The word, your keyword is shape-shifting. And you're going, I don't see werewolves, I don't see were-tigers, I don't see were-panthers, heck, I don't even see were-squirrels, Maria. What is shape-shifting here? We're going to take a look at the clouds. Because it's the clouds that are shape-shifting. It's your thoughts that are shape-shifting, okay? We've got up at the top, up here, some really dark clouds. But they begin to shift. They begin to change into what? Into nice, soft, fluffy clouds, okay? So August is going to be all about having understood all of the lessons so far during this year, and instead of reacting with anger, with negative emotions, with upset, with all of those sorts of things that really you're tired of doing, you're going to be reacting with calmness. You're going to be reacting with smoothness, with fluffiness. You're going to be shape-shifting, right? So if we stay with the shape-shifting idea, when the werewolf is in human form, he's very human-like. He's very calm. He's very relaxed. But when he shape-shifts, when he turns into werewolf, he becomes very angry. He becomes very emotional, very animalistic, almost killer-like, right? Well, that's that dark cloud. That dark cloud is the werewolf. And it seems that you've been werewolf mode for quite some time now, until you started learning that your emotions and your thoughts can be changed, and you shape-shifted back into human. Okay, do you understand that? All right, we've got some mountains. So this is going to be a struggle for you. This is going to be difficult for you, but it's not going to be impossible for you. Okay? All right. Now let's take a look at the year so far. In the beginning trimester of the year, we have that you're really calm. You're really happy. Everything's going really well. 2019, I got this, right? But then you start running out of steam. And you need to take care of yourself. You need to settle down. You need to ground. You need to stay relaxed. You need some self-love, right? March, you find yourself in some situations where you really don't want to be in those situations, and you're trying to ignore them. The longer you ignore them, the bigger they get, the harder they become. It's best if you just start to work on it, right? Get it done with. Get over that mountain. Be done with it. Because in April, you've got it done. You understand. Your instincts are extremely important. Your gut feeling will not lead you astray. You can get this done. And your gut feeling is telling you your thoughts and your emotions are wrong. Your instincts are helping you get through all of that fog, but you have to trust it. All right? Now, second trimester, we have some more changing to do, some more controlling of your emotions, some more controlling of your thoughts. We have probably a big, huge storm that you create in order to understand your power and your strength. And we need to be very, very careful during the month of May, because this understanding your power, understanding your strength, understanding your instinct is very possibly going to upset people. You might direct it at the wrong people. Be very, very cautious on who gets that storm, okay? Be very cautious on who sees that power, because you don't want to direct it at the wrong people. You want to direct it at the people who are making you feel powerless, if you want to direct it at anybody. June, you understand your strength. You understand your power. And you understand your tendency to overthink and your tendency to overreact. So now you have to be very careful with all of this understanding, with your instincts, with your tendency of overreacting, with your tendency of overthinking, with your tendency of stressing yourself out. It's time for you to be very, very careful and pay attention to what you're doing. The same thing with July. This is still part of the learning process that you're in, okay? The same thing with August. You're getting to a point now where you understand this process. You understand how to shift back and forth from extremely powerful and strong, animalistic, to calm and loving and not overthinking. All right? So far for 2019, you have a lot of learning to do. But remember how you feel about 2018. It's done. It's over with. Once you get this lesson done, it's done. It's over with. You understand it. You're able to react positively. Okay? Or you're able to react powerfully. Okay. September 2019. The key word is ancient healing wisdom. Okay. We have a shaman here, and he has a completely different way than what we understand medicine to be. Now, you might be totally woo-woo, okay? And that's totally fine. You're going to totally get this way that the shaman heals. You might be totally woo-woo and you get totally my woo-woo, okay? And if you're feeling like you need somebody to give you a different perspective, you feel like you need somebody who needs to help you heal in a way that nobody else can, you can seek me out. You can come to me and ask for some referrals. I know some more people who are shamanas, who have ancient ways about healing, okay? You might also, Aquarius, be finding yourself drawn to learning this yourself, okay? And the reason I'm saying this, before you get all bent out of shape on me, if this isn't who you already are, and it's not something you already feel you're being drawn to, this card is right under your power card. Understanding to heal yourself, understanding how you can heal yourself is part of your power, okay? So you might be being drawn into this and you start looking for somebody who can train you. All right? Okay. October. October's been a difficult month for pretty much all of the other signs. Perspective. Okay. So I love this galaxy card because when we start looking at it, it looks like we're falling in. Right? It looks like we're falling into that center. It looks like we're going to be gobbled. We're going to be devoured, dissolved in the center of that galaxy. We're going to lose ourselves to the greater, however, right? This card is all about perspective. You've gone through so much change that I don't think this card is telling you you're falling in. This card is telling you you're coming out. Okay? And here's why. If we say that you're over here, right, and you spiral in, you're going to go in. But what happens on the other side? You would come out and spiral. Okay, so I did it wrong. You would come out and spiral back out. You would be reborn. Okay? October is all about the perspective. And honestly, I'm thinking 2019 is all about the perspective. It's all about how you choose to perceive things. This card is telling you it might feel like you're getting lost, but actually you're finding yourself. It might feel like you're being dissolved, but actually you're recreating. Okay? It might feel like you are being completely gobbled up. But you know what? You're being reborn. So, with all of what I've said so far, keep that perspective. Being born is difficult. It's not just difficult for mom who's in labor. It's difficult for the baby who's being born. Okay? This card reading so far is telling you you're being reborn. You're being remade. It's your perspective on how you want to see it. Okay, November, release. Alrighty, so release. What are you releasing? All of the thought processes that you've had up until now. All of the things that you're still trying to hold on to. Because I understand, I know totally, if you go through a year like what I'm reading right here for you, there's parts of you that are going to try as hard as they can to hold on to stuff. And actually, I've had a lot of clients, I know a lot of people that we've taken a year going through various different things. And they think they've released everything, but there's that tiny little voice super buried down there. And it seems the older you are, the further down it gets buried. Okay? Once you feel like you've made all of your changes, you're going to feel like everything is great, right? And you've released everything, but that's when that one little bugger is going to show himself, and there's still more to release. This is also usually the very last thing before you reach the goal that you had. Okay? So if you get to November And you come back in November and you're going, oh my God, Maria, I don't know what's going on. I can't. I was so good all the way into October. Everything was wonderful. And now, oh my God, I feel like I've regressed all the way back. No, you haven't regressed. We've just gotten down so far that that little tiny voice is able to speak now. He's been buried up until now. It's time to release him too. Okay? Okay. Let's see what October has to say. October. Emergence. I love that this card is coming kind of almost after the perspective where I said you were being reborn, remember? I love that this card is right under the shape-shifting. The reason being, you are being reborn. This woman here is coming out of the water. She's being born. And I'm going to maybe gross you out, but when babies are born, they're kind of born out of water too, aren't they? That amniotic fluid is water that they've had in there with them all of those 9 months. So it's being reborn. What are you being reborn into? Take a look at her. Look at how beautiful and calm and relaxed she is. If I remember correctly, dragonflies are a sign of spirituality, of being connected. The lotus that we see here is a sign of spirituality. It's considered the most spiritual flower there is. This looks sort of like a water lily. She has dragonflies pretty much everywhere. Calla lilies. She's reached her spiritual rebirth. Do you see this? She knows what she wants and she knows how to go about getting it. She doesn't have to create an emotional upset so everybody does what she wants because nobody wants to deal with it. She doesn't have to create a feeling of regret or any sort of that sort of thing for other people to do what she wants. She just asks for what she wants. And if they don't want to do it, then she releases possibly that person. There is no drama here anymore. There's no overthinking anymore. There's no overreacting with emotions anymore. Okay? Take a look at her hair and her crown. It is growth. It's nature. It's growth. There's flowers. There's greenness. She's able to think only in positive, growing ways now. Okay? So Aquarius, I'm pretty sure in the beginning of the year right now, you're kind of like, I want to get there. I want that. I am tired of overthinking everything. So let's take a look at your end of the year. We have a different way of healing, a different way of understanding, a different way of living, a different lifestyle, a change of perspective, which is really tied into this, but a change of perspective, letting go, all of the stuff that you're still holding on to, it's going to get let go, especially if you start training into this. This really teaches you to let go of a lot of stuff. And what's going to happen at the end of the year, you're going to be to a place where it's easy to not overthink. You think pure growth, pure abundance, pure happiness. Okay? So, Aquarius, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising, Aquarius Ascendant. And again, Rising and Ascendant is the same thing. Your year, what's in store for you is a lot of work on learning not to overthink, learning to control your thoughts, which is going to help you learn to control your emotions. Because let's face it, Aquarius, there's times where you can get very dramatic. Okay? This year is going to help you come to a place of enlightenment. Come to a place where you are calm all of the time. Come to a place where you're happy all of the time. All right? It's going to be an awesome year. Now, I really recommend that you save this video, like it, subscribe, all of that good stuff, because that's amazing. But you like it, so that way you can come back and you can watch every month. Okay? Now we need to go over Also, this is a general reading. It's not really directed only to you. It's directed to all Aquarius. If a lot of this made sense to you, but some of it didn't make sense, it's most likely because it's not directed to you. If you want your very own reading, you can go to the information below, follow me out to the website, and get your own reading. You can message me, email me, and ask for a particular reading that you're looking for. I might not have it on the website yet, okay? That doesn't mean I don't do it. Again, make sure you watch your moon and your rising. If somebody is important to you that's an Aquarius, make sure you watch this so that way you know what's going on in their life, especially if there's the chance that that storm might be directed at you. You probably are going to want to know about that, so that way you can understand what's going on when they start getting cranky. All right. So Aquarius, thank you so much for watching the video. Again, hit subscribe so that way you know when anything comes up. And I'll see you later. Bye.